In today's video, we are going to look at how you can create these powerful AI pipelines. In our example today, it's going to be an AI video generator pipeline. You can see we are going to generate an ID using GPT-4o. We're going to generate an image from that ID using Flux. From that image, we're going to generate a video with Kling. We're going to add some music. We're going to add some voiceover narration using the new OpenAI TTS model. And we're going to edit the video using some simple ffmpeg commands. And all of this is kind of a fully automated pipeline. So we can take a look at an example of an output from this pipeline. We can check out this one. So let me just play this for you.
In Irish folklore, a banshee is a spirit associated with death, known for her mournful wail that signals the impending death of a family member.
So yeah, I just want to take like a deep dive into the code today, look at how I set everything up like step by step, and hopefully you can learn from this, maybe create other pipeline. It doesn't have to be video, but I think this gives you kind of an idea of how we can link everything together using these cool AI tools and hopefully produce something that is, yeah, very interesting or very helpful or very just visual pleasing like this one. Okay, so I kind of have two different versions of this, but we're going to focus on the one that is a bit more simple to understand. So that is what we are going to go through today. So as always, when I start these, let's say these pipeline projects, the first thing I always do, and this is a very important point when working with LLMs, writing some kind of code, I always start with gathering documentation. So I went ahead, gathered some information about the Flux documentation, the Kling video documentation, OpenAI, and the Sonauto. That is something I always do, and I really recommend doing this. Spending 5 minutes gathering documentation will save you a lot of hassle if you want to use Cursor to write the code. If you're writing the code yourself, doesn't matter too much, but if you want to get assistance from Cursor writing the code, I will always do this first. But today we're going to look at kind of how I set this up, this particular workflow. So we're going to kind of go through step by step how I thought about building this out. Okay, I don't think we have to start with logging off the IDs. We can come back to that because I want to start with kind of the first thing, and that is going to be generating the idea, right? So I wanted to generate some idea that had to do with like folklore, and I wanted to have like a specific look. It's going to be first person view. And for that, I wanted to create just a prompt, image_gen.text. That's going to be my prompt, right? That we're going to feed into GPT-4o to generate, yeah, the same prompt like with variants every time. And to get it working pretty, to get like some consistent stuff here, I provided 7 different examples, right? So you can see we have example 1, ID. Let's say POV, you are entering a secret vampire gathering in Vienna 1722. That is the ID. And from the prompt, point of view of your pale, gloved hands, delicate yet cold, cold clutching blood velvet cloak. You get the idea, right? So we have like an example of an ID and an example of a prompt, and total 7 examples. And the final one is create one similar ID that includes witches, druids, and like similar folklore archetypes that connects to nature and supernatural, plus the prompt in the same style and format of the examples. So that is kind of our prompt for generating the idea, right? So this is we're gonna feed as context into the GPT-4o model, right? Yeah, you can see we feed in the idea prompt, but you can always see we might as well do it right because I don't want it to generate the same ID over and over again. So I created a variable that is called avoid context. Avoid context, I don't know what to say, but basically we store our latest 6 generated IDs in just a simple JSON file here. So this gets also fed into the context here. So the model kind of doesn't generate the same ID every single time. So it looks at what it's going to avoid you can see, please avoid generating these IDs similar to these recently created ones, right? And that is just to get some more variance in our outputs. And you can see further down here, we are gonna save the ID we just generated to our history, right? And we have some formatting here because we need to extract, because the format we get the output in is gonna be pretty much similar to these examples. So we want to extract the ID because we're gonna use it later in the pipeline, and we wanna extract the prompt, right? And we return the ID and we return the prompt. So a pretty straightforward, but here comes kind of the next step, and that is going to be to generate the image that we will be using in the pipeline. So of course we're just going to take the prompt we generated from the ID and send that as input to the Flux model. I have some setup here for the Flux model, so it's going to be a 916 format, safety to max. Here is our model, right? And we're gonna print out this. So I thought we can just stop halfway here and run this up to this point. Okay, so when we run this now, you can see generating an ID using the OpenAI API. You are a root walker harnessing the life force of ancient groove. The prompt is point of view of your vine encircled hands grasping a staff. Okay, so we sent that prompt to the Flux image generator. Let's take a look at the image we got. Okay, that was pretty good. So now we're going to use this image to actually generate the video. I found out that that was a much better pipeline to generate the image first and use this image as a reference for generating a video. And that's fine for now. So let's go back to our code. Let's look at kind of the next step. And we're gonna skip the generate video because we have a step in between that. And that is generate the voice dialogue, because I want some voiceover, as you heard. So again, we have some example data of how I want this to look. So this is just voice examples. So this is just because of the new TTS model from OpenAI, you can kind of describe the voices. Warm, relaxed, friendly. We can have some punctuations, light and natural, smooth and easygoing, simple and direct. We can have some tone settings. So these are just 3 examples of how we can do this, right? That is just going to be our examples. We're going to feed that into the prompt. And the dialogue prompt is create a short, engaging single line of a dialogue question, max 15 words for the following ID. So here we feed in the ID. So in our case, it was a POV of a grow keeper, was it? Or something like that. The short dialogue question should be something like a character expressing the scene. I wonder what happened here. What could be over here? I wonder where Queen Cleopatra is buried. Just some more examples. In the dialogue, avoid cringe cliches like secrets, moon, breath. Please be creative and inspired by the ID. Also, you must provide detailed voice instructions, and we feed in the examples, right? And we're gonna end up with kind of a voice. So you can see we also need to, if you look here, we have 2 different voices. So also determine whether these dialogue questions are best spoken by a male voice or a female voice based on the archetype of the idea. So we're gonna end up with like this format. So we're gonna pick a voice, ballad or shimmer, the dialogue questions, and the instructions. So this is kind of the output we want from this voice dialogue. So if we go back to our terminal now, you can see here, generating voice dialogue for POV, you're a root walker, right? And we pick the voice shimmer, and the dialogue is, can the groove's echoes whisper the way up to peace? Here are the instructions we want to feed in. So that's pretty good. And yeah, that is what we get. So we can listen to the voice we generated.
Can the grove's echoes whisper the way to peace? Can the grove's echo...
Yeah, that worked pretty good. So this is going to be merged into the video, right? And we can go back here now, because the next step is going to be to actually generate the video. And that is, of course, pretty straightforward. So that is step 3. Again, we have a prompt, videogen.txt. So basically, this is the prompt I want to use. POV action moving. That is the prompt. We have some negative prompts, blurry and natural movements. And we have some settings here that are going to be fed in here. And of course, the prompt we're going to feed in, you can see here is the settings, 9:16, duration, I think it's going to be 10 seconds, not 8, but that's fine. Negative prompts, we're going to feed in that, right? And yeah, we have some timestamps to generate our file name. And here is we feed in the prompt from the ID generation. We feed in negative prompt, aspect ratio, scale, CFG duration, and the image file. So the starting image is of course going to be the image we generated here from Flux. That is going to be starting image, reference image for the Kling video API. And here's the model. We use the standard model, not the pro one. And it's going to return a video file name, right? So if we go back to our terminal now, in step 3 here, we generated the video using Kling AI and we saved it to video. Yeah, you can see here. Here's the video we saved, so we can look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's a bit strange though, but I kind of like this. So it was pretty cool. So that is the video we generated from the image, and from there now we can just move on to the next step. That is going to be to generate the music using the Sonauto API. And again, we have some reference, music generation.txt. And we want to feed in the ID of the prompt. So for example, POV, you're entering the secret to gathering. So here we're going to feed in our ID into the prompt. We're going to set instrumental. So this is a Boolean value. We're going to set always this to true. And the prompt strength is going to be 2.3. But we also have some additional tags in the generate music inputs. We have some parameters called tags. Ethereal, chants, folklore, ancient, spiritual, ambient, ritualistic. And instrumental true, MP3 out, and the prompt strength and the music prompt is the other inputs. And we're just gonna go through this, and out comes an MP3 file under the folder music, right? So let's listen to this. Pretty cool, and that's about it. So the final one is actually just putting everything together. So this is using ffmpeg. We're gonna put everything into we're gonna fetch the video, the music, the dialogue, and we're gonna use some ffmpeg commands here, right? To put everything together into one final output video. And here you can see all the steps in the main function. Generate the ID, generate the image, generate the voice, the video and the music, and then final video to merge everything together. And if we bring back up our terminal now, you can see we generated the music, right? Success. And then we went to kind of the pipeline here, ffmpeg, and we have the final output. So let's blow up the final output here and listen to what we created.
Can the grove's echoes whisper the way to peace?
Yeah, not bad, right? So that is just one example of how you can set up these pipelines. It doesn't have to be very complicated, and you can just run this all over how many times you want. But I thought we can check out the price for this, so I'm gonna just calculate the price. I'm just gonna run, or maybe we can skip this one. We can actually do our second example where we create 2 videos and it's a bit more expanding. And then we can check the price of that one. So let's clear up this one, because the second one we have is a bit more advanced. It's not that different, but basically we create a secondary prompt that is complementary to the ID, and which generate 2 images. We generate the same voice dialogue, but it's gonna tell like a story about folklore. And we create 2 videos and we add the music and then we merge everything together. So let's run this one time, and I'm gonna monitor the price so I can give you like an idea of how much one video costs. Okay, so I'm just gonna run this now, and then we're gonna check out the end, how much this cost, and we're gonna take a look at the video. Okay, so we are finished. So I calculated this. So this was the price not per video, but per 20 seconds. So it's $1.33 ish. So you can see from OpenAI it was basically nothing. From Sonauto, it's like it might be a bit cheaper. From Replicate, it's about $1 for 2 videos and the images. So let's take a look at how this ended up here. So let me just find the final output. Let's blow this up. Let's listen to it. Yeah, we might as well do this. So let's play this.
In Japanese folklore, Jorogumo is a spider spirit that can transform into a beautiful woman. It is known for luring unsuspecting men to its lair, where it reveals its true form and traps them in its web.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty cool. Like, not everything is perfect, but I kind of like the videos. It looks pretty strange though, but the realism is there. I really like the reflection in the... Look in the water there. It's pretty good, right? You can see the reflection all the way down here in the water. So yeah, pretty cool. And if you upload this to like a social media platform, you can add these captions. There's also an option to use ffmpeg to add captions if you really wanted to do that. But I think this just shows kind of how cool things you can do by using these AI pipelines that we looked at today. And if you're really interested in just the pipeline I built, if you become a member of the channel, you can see I have pushed this code to the community GitHub that you will get access to if you become a member. I might push the Auto Video 3, the last one we created now, also if people are interested in trying that out. So yeah, if you want to try this out today, just become a member of the channel. There's a link in the description and you can get access to this. But yeah, just wanted to show you kind of my thinking about generating these cool pipelines using different AI tools. Of course, these are API dependent, but you could of course use MCP servers and stuff if you needed to specialize this kind of setups. But this is like very fun to play around with, and you learn a lot right doing this too if you're interested in AI engineering types of stuff. So definitely go check it out. I created like a simple TikTok channel for these types of videos. We can take a look at this one.
In Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx is a creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human, known for posing riddles to travelers. Often...
Yeah, you get the point. So people they got some likes these videos. So I just think it's cool to post this if they turn out good. But you don't have to. You can just make other video pipelines using your own images and stuff. So yeah, thank you for tuning in today, and hope you learned something, and hope you want to go out and create these cool AI powerful pipelines.